Actually, I forgot to go live yesterday. You know what I mean? I'm having so much fun in this thing called life. I be forgetting to go live, you know what I mean? I'm, I'm just chilling and chilling and chilling and chilling and chilling. I called this one the entrapment of truth. Truth is tautological. Yes, it's going to be over your head if you ain't down with the hip hop. The entrapment of truth is tautological. And I am Volothan Modulus Tautology. Yes, I am hip hop. Yes, I personified it way back in the days when it began. And yes, IDGAF if you don't like it. Way back in the days when hip hop began, with Cochla, Raku, Herc, and then bam, B-boys went to the latest jams, but when they got shot up, they went home and said, damn, gotta be a better way to hear our music every day. People getting blown away, but coming outside anyway. They tried to get outside to see the park. Power from the street light made the place dark. But yo, they didn't care. They turned it out. I know a few understand what I'm talking about. Like, when y'all talking about, I mean, seriously. When y'all talking about these, what are they calling it? With the kids, apparently kids are using the internet to do flash mobs or something like that. And of course, it's definitely the black kids. You know, the black kids are the ones that's doing it, and it's causing all this murder and et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this trend has not changed since way back in the days when hip hop began. You know what I mean? And so I'm kind of trying to set the record straight. You know, too many of y'all hypocrites are out here going, it's the music, it's the music, it's the music. Like, nah, right? Like back in the days, we used to point out it's the movies, kinda like it's the Commando, it's the Terminator, like it's been around before we as hip hop came to be. You know, hold on, let me play that beat a little bit. See, what I really want to do is I got the memory card came, right? So I really want to chop up some beats and bring some new stuff to the table, but Volo eyesight still ain't good enough to really learn this machine the way I want to learn it. So yes, I'm still trying to schedule this operation, and hopefully I can do that in the next week or so. And from my understanding, it's supposed to really help me with my vision. Now, once I get a little bit more help with my vision, then I'll be able to really look at the directions on my own and follow other people's videos, because I mean, there's some great content as far as videos, right? As far as making videos and how to use this machine. It's a real cool machine. I mean, it's all I really need. If I had a mixer set up, like that's the other aspect. If I could see better and hook up the mixer, then I'm directing everything into the sound card, and that make it sound much clearer, and less of me yelling into the microphone and blasting the music, disturbing the neighbors. And you know, my mom is, you know, why are you still so loud? You know, and it's like, Mom, I'm not loud. I'm hip hop. You know, that's all that is. So it is what it is. You know. I like this beat. This is probably my favorite one. This is the one that came pre-sampled in it. Now the music that I've been listening to this Jenkins. Shout out to Nene. Then Nene's is my niece, okay? And Nene, she introduced me to Mick Jenkins when he first came out. He's a young man, but he's older now. I think if he's an 80s baby, I guess he might be young 90s. Like he's young, right? You know, he can be, I'm a 71 baby. So he's a young man, but he's over 30 now, because time flies, you know what I mean? And he's up there. Lupe Fiasco is another one. Lupe is a little bit older than him, and then older than him would be Kanye and Common. Me and Common probably the same age, or I might be a year older than Common think about it, right? So it's like I've seen the growth of Chicago MCs, rappers, hip hop from the beginning, and I grew up with them. So Common is one of my favorites. He's been in this house actually. When my brother used to had a studio set up in the basement, you know what I mean, and it's that's why my parents are kind of confused. Like, as old as you are, why is it like your little brother's living here again and still trying to make beats on a drum machine and making all this noise and acting like, ain't nothing wrong. And so many going through so many trials and tribulations. And it's like, nah, obviously y'all ain't hear that latest Mick Jenkins album, but y'all heard it because I'm walking around the house blasting it like it's the greatest thing ever. Cause it is on some GOAT level type of music, right? Knowledge should begin until I finish this song, cause the rhyme gets rougher as the rhyme goes on. Sweat is your step about to get hype, or should you just listen to the man on the mic? Physically with me, but how could you tell if it's meant to be hip hop and you're not mentally as well? Right? So, yeah, the name of the Mick Jenkins joint is a murderer. A murderer. Oh, what is it? A murderer of crows? A murderer of crows or something like that. Hot album. Hot. I might have spoke too soon on what's his name? Razkaz got the Leopard Eats Face, which I love that album too, but that's too much for especially Democrats. They don't like that, and the Republicans they of course they're I'm doing the square motion. They're square people. They don't do that. They think they uppity with white supremacy or whatever they want to think they are or whatever. But I mean, there it is in a nutshell, right? Hey, Lexi, we doing Alexa? Hey, how you doing? We doing a podcast right now.
Oh, a live podcast recording? That's fantastic. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. This is pretty cool, being part of your show in real time. What's the topic today? Or should I just wing it and see where the conversation takes us?
I'm talking about Mick Jenkins' new album from Chicago. Do you have any information about him?
Oh, Mick Jenkins? His latest album is called The Patience, released August 18th, 2023. It's his fourth studio album, featuring guest appearances from Freddie Gibbs, Benny the Butcher, Jad, and Vic Mensa. Did you know he's a Chicago-based rapper who got his start with mixtapes like The Mixtape and The Waters?
Yes, I do, but actually he has a brand new album called A Murderer of Crows.
Wow, you're right. Mick Jenkins just dropped a new album called A Murder of Crows on October 3rd, 2025. It's an 11-track project with producer E. Amil, featuring tracks like Words I Should Have Said and Deadstock. Sounds like it's got that dark, introspective vibe we've come to expect from Mick. Want me to play some tracks from it so we can dive into the music?
No. I don't want to get copyright claimed. But I do want to express his way of using blues to bring out a positive message.
Mick Jenkins really nails that blues vibe in A Murder of Crows to deliver a powerful positive message. The album's poetic lyricism, combined with Emil's moody production, creates a rich, thought-provoking experience that's both introspective and uplifting. It's like he's using blues as a tool to explore deep themes of ambition, accountability, and reflection, all while maintaining an accessible, confident sound.
There it is. There it is. Now, my favorite Mick Jenkins album is The Healing Component so far, but I do like this new one that he dropped. I've been listening to it over and over again.
Got it. I'll remember that you like Mick Jenkins' The Healing Component and his new album, A Murder of Crows. You're really digging that new one, huh? What's your favorite track so far?
I'd rather not say just yet. Maybe at another time. Okay?
No worries at all. I'm here whenever you're ready to share your favorite track.
I'll be right back to you, okay?
Sounds good. Catch you later.
You see, now most of the podcasters my age, born in the 70s, right, or older, even older, their content is expressing foundational Black Americans, and they're using that against us. That's what we're trying to convey with the recent escalation in unaliving, because I don't care, murders that's been going up, the increase, but that's it always starts around Memorial Day. Even last year in Philadelphia, we have a famous park called Lemon Hill. There was a gunning, and they shot up, and because everybody likes to go to this big park right near the Philadelphia Zoo, and it was a riot shooting last year in Philadelphia, and automatically we blaming foundational Black Americans, and it's all of these other groups now get a pass when we're talking about the foreigners, the immigrants. I call them aliens. That illegal aliens that came across the border, during Biden. With jailhouse tattoos, and because a lot of them have darker skin and can easily be mistaken for foundational Black Americans, and there are a lot of foundational Black Americans that are lighter skinned. We're not just from Africa. We are they like to use the term diverse. It's not diversity that we are. We're an amalgamated group of people. Just because we mention Sojourner Truth, for example, and how she was born in 1797 and lived until the late 70s, 1890s, 80s, I think, almost. So she's smack dab in the middle of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution. So she is one of the fundamental definitions of a foundational Black American, right? That also includes Frederick Douglass. That also includes Booker T. Washington. And then the most notorious one that we like to mention that died at a very young age is Nat Turner. So therein, it's, we could talk about the Carter G. Woodsons, who was a fairer skinned FBA, Foundational Black American, meaning he was more light-skinned. So his lineage wasn't just straight Africans coming off the boat. And we do consider Carter G. Woodson the father of Black history, American history, should I say, specifically. The same is true with W.E.B. Du Bois, but we know W.E.B. Du Bois has more European lineage in his DNA because he was able to trace his ancestry back to France, et cetera, of the fairer, whiter skinned people, But he was more, I would say, pro-blackity black than Carter G. Woodson, who was more Black American nationalism, which is actually what Booker T. Washington called his Negro business, National Negro Business League. It's just hence today we dropped the Negro. We don't call it black. They just call it the Business League of America. And the same isn't true when it comes to the NAACP, for example, which W.E.B. Du Bois helped to establish, which is the National Advancement and Awareness of Colored People. So great books, great literature from W.E.B. Du Bois, who has books like The Souls of Black Folk. I'm trying to grab a couple off the top of the head. The Philadelphia Negro. But he is the sociologist who used the psychology of the times to help understand the early 1900s. That's where we're kind of misunderstanding today. And I'm gonna stop right there. So that's why I'm done arguing with y'all about self-destruction, for example. Self-Destruction is a track that Karis won, and I'm putting it first, might as well. Big Daddy Kane. Is Rakim on there? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I know Daddy O is on there, who is from Stetsasonic. A couple people from Stetsasonic was on there. Queen Latifah, MC Light, Miss Melody, of course. A list of us, or should I say New York rappers, MCs, hip-hoppers, came together to make this song called Self-Destruction. And it was an anti-violence, anti-self-hate, anti-black on black crime song. It's meaning that we're destroying ourselves with that kind of gang-related, whatever warfare, psychological, whether it's psychological, philosophical, but it was physical warfare that's not moral, ethical, virtuous, or built upon the principles of our culture. It was built upon lies that, it's come from the devil. What else we can say it? You know what I'm saying? And the same happened on the West Coast. We're all in the same gang. That was NWA. Is Too Short on there? Maybe. NWA was the main one. I'm trying to think of who else was on there. I have to go revisit that. But these type of play the music and stuff, I'm gonna have to do on a real podcast when I finally get set up and get on either Apple Music's podcast, or other ones, and I'm going to share those eventually. But I got to get my eyesight a little bit better in order to set the equipment up. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. And so Volo needs a little bit more time to set all of that up, you know. So that's why I really came on today, to just, you know, still like this and subscribe, share it. The more people I can get on with Facebook, YouTube, and I'm also on Twitch right now, the more people that I can get when I'm finally get on Rumble and what is it? I don't even know what Apple's podcast is called, but Apple has a podcast, and you know it's like $5 a month or whatever. But if I grow enough, I'll start receiving pay, and I can also really DJ and play the music that I want to play, as long as it's a part of that ecosystem. So I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm just taking my time getting there. And I also have a lot of other business ventures outside of this universe, whatever we're calling this. What do we call the internet now? The World Wide Web, the WWW, the, you know, social media, whatever they want to call it. I don't know if I'm ever really be on X. I don't like X. I'm on Truth, but I don't do Truth. I need to do more Instagrams, but you know, TikTok. That my son is on those. You know, but I'm comfortable with the 3 that I'm doing for the next month, and then as I hopefully get my eyesight back more, because I really need some help with it right now. I'll be able to make my content a little bit, better, because I can be able to see a lot better, and be able to broadcast it on my. So I'm just jumping on to let y'all know what's going on there. Check out that new Mick Jenkins album. I'll be back a little bit later. How much time did I even give y'all just now? I don't know. It don't matter. Let me see here. Because I try to get y'all at least 15 minutes. I don't lecture y'all no more. Just hit the like button, right? So big shout out to DeAndre, Water God TV, Tim Black. I mean, I feel a lot of the stuff that y'all making, but it's the same entrapment. That's why I call this the entrapment of truth. Is tautological. Like it's like if I'm associated with foundational Black Americans, and then it's, oh, you're down with you know, the self-hate, and it's like, nah, we're not down with self-hate like that, right? Or you're okay with, or you're a MAGA white supremacist. Like, wait a minute, that doesn't even make any sense. Like we giving real true history over here, you know, and we building with our children. Like I see my son I talk to him every day, but once my eyesight gets better, then I can, hey son, my eyesight's better. Let's go visit the world and share it. And then we can probably even go live outdoors, be live on the streets again, and really show what's going on in the streets of Philly, Delaware County. You know, where we walk. We walk all over the place. Me and my son, we like to travel and enjoy the Illadelph style. Right? We say Illadelph because it's beautiful. That's why we call it Illadelph. So we ain't all into all that corniness, and that's why I don't even watch the news like that anymore. But I get why, you know what I mean, especially the political pundits and those trying to, you know, build foundational Black Americans prestige, you know? So I hope y'all enjoyed this little confession, and I'm not mad at y'all. I'm enjoying life, and I had a wonderful time making this quick video. I'm not gonna call Lexi back on. I'll deal with her later. You know what I mean? She did a good job, though. She did do a good job, and she said even though she didn't know Mick Jenkins' newest album because she went too far back. But that Elephant album is dope too. With the Butcher and all them, right? So what else can I rap about? I can go on and on and on for days and days with rhyme displays that engrave deep as X-rays. But I think I'm gonna end it now, right? Love God, our Father, using the art of time. That's that hip hop life. I call it one love, one love, one love. Be happy just to have just one love. God is love, hip hop is life. Time, it can be beautiful. It can be pleasurable. It can be real. But it ain't money. Money, that's a M. I'm gonna say a MT, MTH, not nth. I'm gonna say it's the nth dimensional illusion that really doesn't exist. You see, it is hip hop that is the art of making the most out of life. Okay, let me repeat that again. It is hip hop that is the art of making the most out of life. One more, I'm a Umar, even though I don't mess with Umar, right? It is the art of making the most out of life. That's a beautiful thing. I like to use harmony and happiness to help everyone achieve peace. That's why we are resting. I say we are repenting. Still the same WAR acronym. War is peace. Be unto you. No more arguing with those that just want to argue to be ignorant. No more debating those that don't have logical skills. Even reasoning with those that don't respect the law is a waste of my MOFO time, right? From here on out, I'm coming to the agreement that God is love. So enjoy yourself. I'll be back if I can figure out how to, because something's going on with Facebook and they want me to, but I see if I can see it and reconnect with it after in 24 hours or whatever warning they keep giving me. But war is peace. The hip-hop atonement of tautological epistemology, the hate is real. And we'll be back with more peace. This is Volodamp Modulus Tautology. Where am I at? This is Volodamp Modulus Tautology. I hit the wrong button. And I'll be back. God willing, of course. Hit that like button, subscribe, share. And there it is.